A drone attack has been launched on Russia's Voronezh region, local Telegram channels reported. Ukrainian kamikaze drones hit an oil base in the city of Lysky. As a result of the strike, an explosion and fire occurred. The governor of the Voronezh region, Alexander Gyuzov, said that the air defense system was activated and the drones were shot down, adding that fire broke out as a result of falling debris. No casualties have been reported during the incident.
Это кошмар какой-то вообще.
Нефтебаза наша горит со стороны Подлесного поворота. Ебашит. 3 беспилотника захерачились. Херачит.
The Ukrainian armed forces are attempting to offset the advances of Russian troops on the front lines with long-range drone and missile attacks on Russian territory, Nezavisimaya Gazeta reports. Recently, Russian air defense forces outside the zone of the special military operation intercepted and shot down 1 Ukrainian drone, destroying 3 additional drones over the territories of the Belgorod, Kursk and Bryansk regions during the day. Ukrainian Defense Minister Rustem Umerov stated that Kiev aims to destabilize the front line, strengthening the protection of the sky and sea routes by overhauling the Ukrainian armed forces. The directions for these reforms were endorsed at the latest summit of NATO military chiefs in the Ramstein format last week in Germany. Based on the outcomes of Ramstein, Kiev plans to increase the frequency of drones and missile attacks on Russian territory, Nezavisimaya Gazeta notes. The Ukrainian defense minister revealed that Kiev is preparing an asymmetric response to Russia's efforts to gain a tactical advantage by escalating hostilities. This response will likely involve the extensive deployment of long-range sea and air drones, as well as other high-precision weapons targeting critical locations deep within Russia, the newspaper stated. Umerov announced that the UK, along with its NATO allies, will soon transfer 30,000 new drones to the armed forces of Ukraine. This may include drones equipped with AI, capable of being deployed both at the front lines and within Russian territory. Currently, Ukraine's domestic production of long-range UAVs is projected to reach another 30,000 units by 2025. This would enable Ukraine to launch, on average, more than 100 long-range drones and at least 7 to 8 missiles daily. As Russian troops continue to hold an advantage on the ground, Ukraine has been keen to level the power in the air. In 2025, Ukrainian forces bet on drones, hitting targets thousands of kilometers deep inside Russia. Ukrainian attacks have targeted dozens of oil refineries that aid Russia's war efforts, arms depots, weapon production plants, as well as military airfields harboring Moscow's air force. Strikes deep inside Russia would not stop the war, but are said to have slowed down Russian advance, hindered logistics, and pushed arms depots further east. From what we can tell, it's no longer a secret. Ukrainian long-range unmanned aerial vehicles can hypothetically operate up to 2,000 kilometers. Ukraine's military intelligence spokesperson Andriy Yusov said, "For Ukraine, 2024 was a breakthrough year in the deployment of long-range drones."
In a 2-for-1 moonshot, SpaceX launched a pair of lunar landers Wednesday for US and Japanese companies looking to jumpstart business on Earth's dusty sidekick. The 2 landers rocketed away in the middle of the night from NASA's Kennedy Space Center, the latest in a stream of private spacecraft aiming for the moon. They shared the ride to save money, taking separate roundabout routes for the months-long journey. They were launched on board a SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket. It's take two for the Tokyo-based Space, whose first lander crashed into the moon 2 years ago. This time, it has a rover on board with a scoop to gather up lunar dirt for study and plans to test potential food and water sources for future explorers. Lunar newcomer Texas-based Firefly Aerospace is flying 10 experiments for NASA, including a vacuum to gather dirt, a drill to measure the temperature below the surface and a device that could be used by future moonwalkers to keep the sharp, abrasive particles off their spacesuits and equipment. Firefly's Blue Ghost, named after a species of U.S. southeastern fireflies, should reach the moon first. The 6-foot, 6 inches tall lander will attempt a touchdown in early March at Mare Crisium, a volcanic plain in the northern latitudes. The slightly bigger Space lander named Resilience will take 4 to 5 months to get there, targeting a touchdown in late May or early June at Mare Frigoris, even farther north on the moon's near side.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ignition. And liftoff. Go Firefly, go iSpace, go Falcon. Vehicles pitching downrange. Supersonic.
We'll be moving horizontally, and that helps the vehicle get into orbit and avoid being pulled back down to Earth. And we are coming up on max Q. This is the largest structural load that the vehicle will see during ascent. That prepares the vehicle for stage separation. That's when the first and second stages separate from each other, and the first stage will begin to make its way back down to Earth, while the second stage carries the payloads and continues with its journey with SES-1, or second stage engine start 1, MECO, stage separation, and SES-1 in just about 20 seconds from now.
Stage separation confirmed. MVAC ignition.
And great views. We watched as we shut down those 9 Merlin M1D engines, stage separation, and now you can see there on your screen that MVAC engine has ignited.